Okay, so we have here Payne's gray, raw umber, and white. This is for the lantern part. I'm just gonna start with a mixed Payne's gray, raw umber, and white. And I'm just gonna cover the pencil. And this is a small round brush. When I'm working on these, I don't really have to have the line going down. It doesn't have to be heavy. You know, I try to make it as thin as possible. Maybe I would start with a thick line on top, but when I get to the bottom, I make it really thin. I'm trying to simplify the lantern in the reference. Okay, now I'm gonna add a bit of white. And highlight some part where I see the highlighted part in the reference. Right there, maybe a bit more. Okay. Right. Meanwhile, I'm still working on this. I'm gonna let it dry at this area here, and then I'm gonna work on that little design up. So I'm gonna use a bit more white. You know, when I'm working with round brushes and small designs, thin, delicate ones, I try to make sure that my paint is not too thick. This is the same. If I can go as thin as possible.
What color are you using?
It's white and a bit of Payne's gray in it. Same like the lantern. But it really doesn't have to be even, I mean, at least the first layer, it doesn't have to be perfect because all I'm doing is I'm just trying to see how the design is going to look. So I try not to make it too thick. Very simple. I'm just going to make a really simple, oh, geez. And the higher up I go, the darker it goes, because this part right here is where it's sitting in the shadow area. Okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. Both sides usually are not equal. I'm not following the same design in that reference. I'm just taking an idea. And I'm doing my own thing. So now I have an idea how it's looking. So I can go back and add a bit more white to my Payne's gray. And just kind of enhance, highlight in certain areas, not everywhere. Oh, okay, well, that's okay because it will dry darker. So if I use a highlight, a light color, I try to keep it at the bottom part and not go all the way up with my highlight. Okay, that's good. All right, now let's take yellow ochre. I think this is dry. This yellow ochre and white. Again, just adding a bit more water to make it easy to make my brush flow easier there. Need to darken the bottom part of it.
Yellow ochre and white?
Yeah. Yellow ochre and white, more yellow ochre and white top here. So if you find that the yellow ochre is too light, it's nicer if it's darker at the bottom and lighter on top.
I don't understand the yellow color. It's
The
daylight.
reflection of the,
It's daylight, right?
I'm just looking at the reference. You can see yeah, I know, but I think it's the
glass.
glass. I know it's daylight. Usually it's kind of, I usually use blue, like a light blue, but this one here has a yellow and I like it. I like the yellow. It could be a glass could be yellow, right?
Right.
I think it's just artistic license to just distinguish the fact that there's a light there, and who gives a damn if it's on or off or day or night. It's not supposed to be like,
I like the white color, the light yellow. It's a nice color.
well, I'm just saying it doesn't need to be logical.
Exactly. So since we are working on this and we have we have the raw umber, I'm going to take some raw umber and white, just raw umber and white, and try to create a bit of a hint of a shadow. Oh, that's not enough. Where this,
Oh, underneath?
yeah, just because,
nice.
you know, because it will have a some kind of a, it can't be just stuck to the wall with no shadow underneath and maybe around it a bit. Just it pushes the lantern away from the wall. It doesn't look like it's stuck to the wall.